Hi, I'm Zatzman and I teach the LSAT. For most people, if you put the work in, you get there. I've had students improve by 20 points or more. Students who I thought would have difficulty, by the time we got there, they had the test score they wanted. So I think it's up to everybody, of course. I can't give people the score they want, but I can give them the tools they need. And if you put the work in to use those tools, almost anyone I've ever worked with can get where they want to go. My teaching of the LSAT has got further and further distant from an individual question and more into the patterns that unite all the questions. When you've done enough LSAT work, or really any test, it's not just the LSAT, it's when you've done enough of anything, you start to see how any question asked on any subject is just a repetition of another question that's already been asked about it. And over time, you just see the patterns build up and up. And so a lot of what I've been doing has been collecting those patterns over time. The questions share this or this, and then you don't learn the questions, you learn the patterns, how to identify them, and then how to use those patterns. So I call them structures, and then patterns are like structural indicators. And the longer I've taught, the more it's been a focus on structure. Getting answers right is fun, no matter who you are. A lot of people don't find the LSAT particularly fun when they begin. But after months of studying, when they're getting 160s, 165s, that's fun. If you're good at something, you're going to find it enjoyable to do. That's pretty common to the human experience, the LSAT or anything else. Beyond that, the LSAT is supposed to be fun. They're logic games. That's what they're called. Sudokus, chess puzzles, crosswords, Minesweeper. We play these things all the time in our free time. People do Sudokus for no reason other than that they enjoy them. Guess what? That's a logic game. That is something that you're tested on the LSAT. Beyond just being good at something being fun, the LSAT is actually designed to be fun. Now, a lot of people don't find it that way because when you start running up against a wall and not improving and you're stressing out because you need this to go to law school, that's not fun. Success is fun and games are fun. And a lot of my work together is actually, how do you find that fun? How do you enjoy yourself? How do you deal with test anxiety? How do you deal with getting something wrong and criticizing yourself? It's not just the material. It's also trusting yourself. Maybe you got it right, but the question tricked you in some way and you're thinking the question is right and you're wrong. No, you're right and the question's wrong. It's a trick. That happens all the time. And so the more that you're able to trust yourself, the more that you're able to be confident in your approach and trust that you're going to beat the test, the more fun you're going to find it.